Well, Beto's apology tour continued on Tuesday, and he actually went and spoke to the ladies on The View and couldn't stop apologizing for his evil white male privilege that I guess is out there. Hey everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show. Cheers, weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM. KFYO in Lubbock, Texas. So Beto O'Rourke, he's relaunching his presidential campaign because, well, quite honestly, it kind of stinks right now. He's pulling at around 2% in different polls. He's way behind. He had enthusiasm behind his campaign initially, and then people figured out they really don't like Beto O'Rourke. They liked him when he was running against Ted Cruz in Texas, but running for president, yeah, not so much. Beto O'Rourke joined the ladies on The View, and he was asked about his Vanity Fair piece, the cover he did for Vanity Fair, where it was the title of it was "Born to Run," and Joy Behar, who is allegedly a comedian, I don't know, asked him about that cover and whether he thought it looked elitist of him. And O'Rourke nodded his head. He said, "Yeah, I think it reinforces the perception of privilege." He also clarified that he wasn't trying to say that he was just born to be in it, the 2020 presidential race, as Vanity Fair's headline may have suggested. Quote, "I was attempting to say that I felt that it was my calling to be in public service. No one is born to be president of the United States, least of all me." He also addressed his controversial comments that he made about his wife, where he said that he sometimes helped out around the house. He was actually meaning, to pay his wife a big compliment, but the people who can't take a joke in the world and the people who are humorless took it as some type of swipe. He said, quote, "I deserved it. In a real ham-handed way, I was trying to acknowledge that she had the lion's share of responsibility during the campaign." So you've got Beto O'Rourke, and this is, by the way, why Beto O'Rourke will not be president of the United States. He knows what he was trying to say, and the humorless crowd that is out there, they took offense at it. But Beto can't stop apologizing, and he can't stop apologizing for his white male privilege that is out there. By the way, he's polling at like 1 or 2%. He's not having a lot of privilege. Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, maybe you can talk about some privilege there. But listen, you like who you like as far as a presidential candidate goes. And right now, the top candidates are Joe Biden, old white dude, Bernie Sanders, old white dude, socialist, Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, and throw in Elizabeth Warren. This trash of white privilege that Beto O'Rourke keeps apologizing for. Beto, it's time to move on. The people who are obsessed with you, having white male privilege, they're never going to vote for you, okay? See, this is why people like Donald Trump, and this is why Trump's going to win re-election. They're tired of the PC crap that is out there. When Beto O'Rourke paid a compliment to his wife going, "Yeah, I'm not around a lot. She's done a lot of stuff. She's, every now and then I help." People realized that was him paying a compliment to his wife. But, Beto O'Rourke feels as though he has to apologize for that, and that's not what most Americans want. Most Americans kind of like when Trump says, "Oh, you're offended by something that's not politically correct? Sorry about you, I'm moving on." People don't like the type of folks like Beto O'Rourke who have to keep on coming out and apologizing, and Beto O'Rourke and the rest of us should acknowledge that if the social justice warriors, the woke crowd that is out there, if they're mad at you, they're never going to accept an apology from you, okay? Beto, the woke crowd, they're not going to get behind you, okay, buddy? It's over. You're not going to be president of the United States. You're not going to be a senator from the state of Texas. Your campaign is done. Matt McKoviak, who was on my show Tuesday, said it best. Beto O'Rourke was wholly unprepared to run for president of the United States. The only privilege that Beto had in this race was a love affair from the media that loved him for absolutely no reason. Now that that's dead, so is his campaign. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO.